Welcome to an introduction to fluids. Let's start with the basics. What is a fluid? A fluid is anything that flows, so think air, water, and oil. Note that a liquid and a fluid are not necessarily the same, but most liquids are fluids. All liquids are fluids. When we think about fluids, we want to first consider their density, rho. So in our list of fluids here, each of these has their own density, rho of oil, water, air. If we were to put all of these fluids into a glass together, we would see that they each would settle in this glass. We would have air in the surrounding area, we would have oil at the top of the glass, and we would have water at the bottom. Water would be at the bottom here because water has the highest density of all of these, whereas oil has a slightly lower density than water, and then air has the lowest density. So we're going like this. When we think about fluids, we also want to consider their viscosity, which is the ease in which they flow. We call viscosity mu, although we won't see that variable come up all that much. So for example, air has the lowest viscosity of all of these fluids because it's easiest for air to flow. Water compared to oil, you can imagine if you were to flow water and oil side by side down, say, a vertical panel, I would guess that water would flow faster, and that's because water also has a lower viscosity than oil. Finally, when we think about fluids, we want to think about the way in which they flow. Fluids can either be laminar, which means they flow smoothly, or turbulent, which means they flow chaotically. We're going to make some assumptions when we work with fluids. Those will be that they're, one, incompressible. And this means that their density stays the same. Two, we're going to assume that our fluids have a low viscosity, as in they flow smoothly. And three, we're going to assume that our fluids are laminar, which again means that they flow with ease, that they flow smoothly.